Almost timed that to perfection. Hello, everybody. We are live at the start of a brand new week. How are we doing? You guys good? You groovy? Hanging out? Chilling? Having a good one? We're here. We are horse painting. That's what we're doing today. We built them, as you know, on stream. And I've been painting them. I've been painting them all weekend. That's what I've been doing. I've been painting horses all weekend. And I have done 12. I've got 2.5 left to go. So this is going to be our Contrast Plus, or our ultimate Contrast Plus guide, how to paint horses. We have 15 recipes of horses coming your way. 5 over a White Scar primer, 5 over a Grey Seer primer, and 5 over a Wraithbone primer. And I'm in the midst of doing the Wraithbone one. So today, we're going to be trying to finish those off. But first, we're just going to catch up, going to hang out, see how you guys are doing. You're painting 14.5 horses is one a centaur. No, as in I've only half done the recipe. It needs a couple of highlights. And I might do some extra fancy things with it. I've done some extra fancy things with some of these horse recipes. Would you like to see them? I can show you some horse recipes. Let's do that. So we go over here. So, here we have horse number 1. So this is your kind of bog standard sort of brown horse. That's horse number 1. We have horse number 2. This is your bog standard all black horse. Here it is. All black horse. There we go. Nice and simple, that one. We have a grey horse. There's a grey horse. There we go. That's another one. We have a dappled grey horse. This guy. I love this one. I think this one came out really nice. I think it looks fantastic. We have a Tobiano horse. Black and white. There you go. Interesting. We have a grey horse here. There you go. Should be fairly familiar to a lot of you. We've done a lot of this sort of thing. Grey and white horses. So there you go. That's another horse. We have a all white horse. There it is. There we go. We have this guy. I believe that's known as a red roan. There we go. It's another horse. And we have a blue roan as well. This is a really interesting horse. This is for your... There you go. That's another one. And then finally we've got this guy as well. It's another one. And then the ones I've been working on have been the Wraithbone horses. So we have this guy here. I used to ride a horse that looked exactly like this. Her name was Polly. She's lovely, although very unresponsive. Polly broke my toe. We have this one as well. Here we go. That's also another done horse nearly. And then this one is the one that we're halfway through. So this one just needs a couple of little highlights here and there. And also, it's basically Brago. This is basically Brago. So what we need to, if we're going to do it, we might as well do the little fade of black there on the leg, and then some white on the socks on the back as well. So we might do that on this one. And then we've got these two horses yet to go. So there we go. Making sense? 15 horses all in one video. What more can you ask for? Well, 20 horses. 16 horses. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, what are you guys working on? Are you guys all good? What is the plan for the last two? So I have this image that I've been working from. Horse. Yes. It's this one. Open image in new tab. So, of the ones that we've done so far, and I will, in fact, I'll just pop this one on the screen very quickly. Let's go studio mode. Overhead. Woo. Okay. So this is essentially what I've been working from. I go back here. So what we've done is we've done dapple grey, grey, rose grey. We've done mouse grey. We've done Tobiano. We've done black bay, dark bay, blood bay, liver chestnut, basically. We've done amber, I think is the best way to describe one that we've already done. We've done blue roan, red roan as well. So I think the last two, what I want to do is I want to do gold, and I want to do like palomino, basically, is the last two. But yeah, that's what we've done so far. Leopard. I'm not doing leopard. Great for old world gamers and Krieg players alike too. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? So this video, it's going to give you 15 recipes to paint horses. Now, this is relevant for MESBG. It's relevant for the old world. It's relevant for Age of Sigmar. And it's relevant also for 40k. It should be, hopefully, a popular video. We don't know, though. If it's not, I painted 15 horses towards my Rohan army at the end of the day. Are you looking forward to painting more Terminators, Warhipster? Sort of. I don't know what to paint them as. Just blank grey Terminators, maybe. I haven't seen so many horses since the Tesco scandal. Now, Ricky. Used to have a horse named Blue that was the last brown colouring. He was a sweet boy. Oh, that's awesome, Zangerous. I never owned a horse. I used to ride lots of horses when I was a kid. I loved riding. I love horses. Horses are my favourite animal. Next to cats. But yeah, no, I love horses. I always have. So I was going to be super into the Rohirrim, right? Whenever the Lord of the Rings came to my screen, but yeah, I adore them. Someday when I'm rich and famous, maybe I will rent a horse. Just a quick question. Are you planning to make a video on Tomb World Kill Team Terrain? No, not at the moment. I cannot figure out, as I've said this multiple times, I cannot figure out a way to do it quickly and simply at the moment, so it's not on the list. Eventually, someday, maybe, when I have many hours spare, I'll try and do it, but right now it's way too detailed as a set of terrain to do quickly, so you have to do it slowly, and I don't want to film a 25-minute video that paints one section of wall, because a 25-minute video takes me about 7 or 8 hours to produce. So theoretically, on that basis, it will take me an entire week to paint that entire terrain set, and I don't want to do that. But never say never. Eventually, I'll figure out how to do it quickly. I just finished painting Doomfire Warlock, so that's my horse quota for the month. Nice. My current project is Vigilors, but my Warhammer club at school and I are going to paint some 40k terrain. Is there a video of yours that you'd recommend to help? Yeah, I've got a bunch of terrain videos. Stuff like Quick and Dirty Ruins. There's the Hivestorm terrain. There's the Snot Goblin Gaming stuff that I did as well. They're all really quick. I should have a playlist somewhere on the channel that's just how to paint terrain, which should help. So there's a ton of them in there. Right. Shall we... Let's look at Brago, shall we? Brago. The horse. The best thing to do would be to look at the new Theodred model. Which is a good point. Who I do have, I will say. For those of you who are into MESBG... soft launched without any without any indication whatsoever at the weekend. Theodred got a new model, which is cool. He apparently isn't in here for some reason. Theodred. Is it out of stock? Yes. Brilliant. Okay, so Brago is basically the horse we're going to be doing here, I think, by the looks of things. So it's more or less the same colour. So he does have some black socks with a white fade on the ankles at the back. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we need a brush and we need some Black Templar as well. That's what we need. Yeah. Okay. You ready to join me on this horse painting journey? Let's go back to here. Pause the music. Let's have a look, shall we? Yes. So with that all done, our next colour is going to be some Black Templar. And what we're going to do here is we're going to apply over the top of the horse's socks. And we're going to do a little bit of a blend. So we're going to come up to around about the knee. Like that. I'm going to wash the brush. Touch off the water. And then we're just going to blend it around the joint just there. Like so. And we're going to do this across all 4 legs. However, the other thing we're also going to do with the Black Templar is we're going to apply this over top of his nuzzle. So with that one sock done, over the top of the nuzzle. Just in there, like so. There you go. So we're going to need some highlights for this guy. So the highlights I'm thinking are going to be Deathclaw Brown or Scrag Brown. I haven't decided that one yet. But we're also going to do a little bit of grey highlighting on him as well. Because some of these horses have been really simple little recipes. Some of them are a little bit more involved, naturally. There is something for everybody in this video. Hello, GameX. Scragclaw Brown. I mean, if that existed as a paint res, that would be ideal. A midway point between Scrag and Deathclaw Brown? Madness. Truly madness. Really looking forward to a new Terminator sprue review in the near future, if the fates are willing. Oh, we'll see. If Games Workshop chooses to send me the Terminators, then maybe we'll do it. If they choose not to, then I probably won't buy the box. If I was to do a pile of new Terminators, which Space Marine army should I do them for? Now, bearing in mind, I have one very, very big one. One that is only in the very beginning stages, and the other one which has 3-4 units in it. And those are the big one being Blood Angels, naturally. But we've already got a lot of Blood Angels videos. Salamanders, which we've already done Terminators for. And Imperial Fists, which we've only got a couple of characters for, but there is a bunch of stuff that I want to do for them. Or do I just do an Ultramarines army? Because Calgar's on the way. Do we just do Calgar and the First Company? So that's something that I do. Hello, Chris. So it's just a flying visit tonight, off to a charity meeting, then on to visit a funeral family who lost their 19-year-old in a car crash. Well, that's really sad. Deathwing, but you have done that already, I appreciate. Yeah. I'm not doing Deathwing Terminators. We've done Deathwing Terminators and Deathwing Knights and Belial. There's no other videos to make in that department. Josh, the Emperor protects. Are you sure? He might not. Either Imperial Fists or Ultramarines to tie in with Lysander or Calgar. Yeah, well, it depends. Depends on who they send me. If they send me Calgar, then I might do Ultramarines. If they don't send me Calgar, then and they don't send me the box, I won't do any of it. But if they don't send me Calgar, but they do send me the box, I might do them as Imperial Fists. We'll see what happens. I have so many Terminators in this house, it's not even funny. There we go. Okay, we're nearly there. Scrag Brown or Deathclaw Brown? I think it's probably more likely to be Deathclaw Brown, to be honest. So we'll just get Deathclaw out. We definitely need some Corax White. And we'll need some Dawnstone as well. Were you able to pre-order the new Helm and Freylaf models this past weekend? I was indeed. I was indeed. I do love Terminators. Eh, they're alright. Whoa. We also got new Iron Hands character. We also not got new Iron Hands character yet. He's in Terminator armor. Yeah, I didn't realise that until I looked at him the other day. I was having a look. And I was like, I swore this was Gravis. But no, it is a Terminator character. If I was to do an all-black power-armoured Space Marine chapter, though, it would be Raven Guard. Alright. We need the Corax White, I think. Yeah, we'll do that bit next. Bow, 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 bow. Where is my... Oh, it's there. Okay, here we go. Ready for this? No one's ready for this. And so with that all done, what we're now going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Corax White. And we're going to use this to add some little white socks on his hind legs by once again just adding some little lines. Pow. Hello, Edward. David Hill, thank you so much for 10 gifted Warhipster memberships. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you very much. You're kicking our week off in such a great way, David. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Did you pre-order the new MESBG? Yes, I did. Has he moaned about the redesigned yet, guys? Nope. Nope. Do you know what my reaction to it was? My reaction to it was, better late than never. It's funny it's taken 3 years. Because they could have dropped at the same time as, you know, the Codex release stuff 3 years ago. And we could have been playing with nice new Assault Terminators for the entirety of 10th edition. But no. That's a treat for 11th edition. Did you order all the new stuff? I did. I did. Helm, Freylaf, Olwyn, Leaf, and the book. Colonel, thank you so much for being a member for 27 months. You, Josh, are an inspiration. Looking forward to you reaching 100,000 before the year's end. Love all that you do for the community. Thank you. Oh, that's very kind of you. In order for us to be on track to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year, this month, in the next 8 days, we need to pick up 7, 6, 46, 646 new subscribers this week. And I do not have the videos to do that. I've got Contrast Plus How to Paint Tormentor Bombard. I've got Contrast Plus How to Paint Gandalf the White. Those are the 2 videos we've got this week. What else have we got? No, I think that's it. I do also have Battle Ready Deathwing Terminators. That's another one. But I was going to put that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Reza has been a member for 46 months and says, love you. I love you too. No Theodred. I have Theodred. Games Workshop sent me Theodred. But I couldn't paint it because I didn't have any pictures to paint him to. So there will be a video for that, but I haven't painted him yet. I wasn't going to make it up because then it would be like, here's what he looks like. Damn it. Got it completely wrong. Oh dear. No one has painted the new Sharp yet. Well, I might be able to, Reza. And because it's my birthday on Friday, maybe I will paint Sharp on Friday. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because Rez very kindly sent me the all-new Richard Sharp to build up and paint for my birthday. So it's very kind of him for doing that. Maybe that's what I'll do on Friday. But now these won't be coming in 11th, so what's coming for Marines then? Is there any unit of non-Primaris without an equivalent that replaces them? Vanguard Veterans. They're one that haven't had a redo. But 11th edition, the box might have all new models that we've never seen before that aren't redesigns, and that would be spectacular. That's what I'm excited for. If that happens, I'll be a happy Josh. Some sort of grav bikey stuff. Yeah, maybe. To go with the old, the new White Scar, who we haven't seen either. He's not out yet. Imagine if in the next 4 to 6 months they just release grav bikes, Vanguard Veterans, Assault Terminators, and then they're just like, so for 11th edition, the two main factions are not going to be Space Marines or Xenos. The two main factions are going to be Leagues of Votan fighting Leagues of Votan. Enjoy! Hey! That would be really funny. Oh dear. Colonel with 5 gifted Warhipster memberships. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. You guys are being nice to me today. That's very, very kind of you. Your Imperial Fist tank was great. Really love the battle damage. How would you adapt it for Eandon? As in for like an Eandon tank, as it were. Because they've got red and blue, haven't they? The fundamental thing with battle damage is that with battle damage, when you've got like a when you've got like a bright color that isn't black, I mean black works, but like when you've got something like yellow, the easiest thing to do is to use a dark color like a black or a brown, and then if you use either of those to just like do the chip damage, what you then highlight with is the same color you highlight that color with. So in the video, what I did, for example, is I highlighted the battle damage on the yellow parts with some Dawn Yellow. So in blue's case, you might highlight it with something like Hoeth Blue, for example. That's how you would do it. But ultimately, black is always just a really good thing for chipping and mud and stuff. And on the yellow, it's still the same thing. The brown will absolutely work. Yamail Angmar with 10 gifted Warhipster memberships. Happy early birthday. Guys, stop it. Stop being nice to me. Well, don't. Be nice to me. But like, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much, Yamail Angmar. Happy early birthday. That's very kind. Thank you. Just a little bit for your birthday week. Thank you. Need to start thinking of how I want to paint my dinos. Should I go for crazy bright colours? Absolutely, yes you should. But go for whatever colours you like. That's the joy. There are no rules in dinosaur painting. Oh, come on, Josh. Not the horse painting stream when I can't watch. Hope you're all having a wonderful time. We are having... Oh, I hope we're having a wonderful time. That's up to the chat, though. They might not be having a wonderful time. So with those Corax white socks all done, what we're now going to do is going to take some thinned down Deathclaw brown. I'm going to use this just to add some little highlights to the horse's brown flesh. Pow. There we go. Having a wonderful time watching Warhipster but not building this dragon. The Shugengan Lord. It's a bit of a tricky build. There's a lot of components. Which doesn't make it the most fun in the world. Do 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 do. Nearly there. Cool. It's just time to do some black. No Krieg would be seen dead on that horse. That's fair, the Bobbins. The Atalan Rough Riders would, though. Are you going to release it as a video? Oh, yeah, no, these horses are coming as a video. As for Theodred, I kind of want to do Theodred and Elfhelm together, because that helps you do Fords of Eisen. And I have them both. They're both built and painted. So I might try and do them at the same time. Have you noticed a drop in paint quality coming out of GW for box art and promotional stuff as of late? I ask because I can point to quite a few recent drops in quality that just weren't there before. I ask you because you studied the box art and tried to replicate it, so I feel like you have some insight. Yeah, on some occasions, you can see some like slightly inconsistent shading and patchiness on certain things, which has been interesting to see. There's also been a change that they've made. So in some instances where they've painted some models, they've tried to paint them not in that kind of traditional Games Workshop style. So there are some things that have like kind of volumetric highlighting and this, that, and they're all over the shop. But I think it's been mandated that they have to use Citadel paints where they can, because they never used to. A long time ago, they never used to. So it's why when they said, oh yeah, you can achieve this by just using Mephiston Red. It's like, no, you can't. What are you talking about? But yeah, some stuff comes out a bit strange. Some stuff also, you can tell when something hasn't been finished because you can't see an angle of a model. When you know it has been finished, it's because you can see all the angles of the model. But if they don't have any pictures of the back, it means they haven't painted the back of the model. Hello, Sly Guy 77. I'm not one to mix colours up from the lore, but the dinosaurs are literally constructs to fight chaos. They could be whatever colour you want. It's true. It's true. And some are some are coalesced lizards that are born, and some are star-born lizards as well, which are fragments of starlight, I think, is my understanding. So yeah, you got ones that sort of, yeah, ones, basically I think the difference is you got ones that were born on the ground in the mortal realms and ones that were born, that were birthed in the starships. up above. Look at the new Terminator Ancient's flag. Oh, I haven't seen that. Let's have a look. Warhammer Communitar. Yeah. Yeah. That sort of volumetric NMM style thing hasn't worked so well for them there on the Eagle. And then they've run out of time because they've done all of that, so the green is very, very quick on the Laurels. Unlike the green that they did on Lysander. You know what it probably is? It probably is turnover in the painting department, and there are some people who are there, been there for a very long time, and some people who haven't been there for a very long time. The white is especially bad. Yeah. Oh, on the little lieutenant symbol in the bottom right. It's not great. Well, it's just down to me to make it look even better. In maybe not their colours. Predators, if you really want a good book to read, it is worth seeing if you can get your hands on a copy of the 3rd edition Seraphon book, because there is some really cool stuff in that one. Right. Dawnstone. Bow. Right, here we go. So with that Deathclaw brown all applied, we then take a tiny amount of Dawnstone, and we're going to use this to highlight the black areas. This is another horse completed. Almost. Hello, Lucy 3000. Another horse done. Very timely update as I'm about to paint a Khan Cav / Chariot army. Sick. My favourite thing to find on Games Workshop product photography is when you can see a thumbprint. That's my favourite. Always be on the lookout for those. Those are good. Alright, what are we doing next? Let's have a look at our graphic, shall we? Where's it gone? There we are. Could go for palomino next. Palomino would be nice. Let's look at you. Yeah, that's the one. Cool. All right. On to the next one. Oh, perfect. Okay, here we go. Filming. So that's another horse into the done pile. So, our next horse is going to be a... Well, it's going to be kicking off with a paint that we've used quite a lot in this video so far. It is, of course, going to be some Seraphim Sepia. And we're going to be applying this over top of the entirety of the horse. So we're going to be applying this over top of the horse's flesh and the mane and tail as well. there we go. That's what we're going to be doing for the next couple of minutes. Cameron, thank you very much for being a member for 28 months. Ultimate Contrast Plus, how to paint dogs, needed next. We'll have to find a model set that has multiple dogs. Kurt, hello all. Been a while. How are you, Kurt? It has been a while. You okay? You all good? Farmer Maggot painting vid when? Pass, don't know. I don't have a Farmer Maggot. You've been in at the Farmer Maggot's crop again, haven't you? Good, mate. Trying to get back to painting. Just got my hands on Silver Tower and Shadows of a Hammerhall, so hopefully I can get those minis done. Wow, that is a cool set of miniatures. Oh, I love that Silver Tower box. And the Shadows of a Hammerhall box as well. They're both great. I would like my Warhammer Quest to make a return. It's been a while since we've had a Warhammer Quest game. Curse City was the last one. And before that was Blackstone Fortress. And that's the thing, is I don't care if it's a 40k one or an AOS one. Because it's always just got this lovely collection of models. And what's really funny is most of the 40k, most of the Blackstone Fortress ones have basically become models in the main 40k range anyway. Like the Ministorum Priest and stuff like that. Which is quite funny. What's really funny is I've painted at least 3 sets of Blackstone Fortress in my time. And I don't own any of them. Same for Curse City, actually. Well, I've only painted the 1 set of Curse City, but I painted the Curse City one up for a birthday / wedding gift for my friend Chris. There we go. That is all of the Seraphim Sepia. So now we wait for it to dry, and then once it's dry, we apply Reikland Flesh Shade over the top. Oh yeah. Hey, I want to thank you for all of your tutorials. I painted a lot of Middle-earth miniatures while staring at your videos. Are you planning to paint the Snow Troll set for Middle-earth? I do have it. I do have it. I'm expecting some of Mouse Force tomorrow, so need to make time to watch your Ultimate Clan Rats painting video. It's a good one. That is a good video. Lots and lots and lots of recipes in there. Hey, buddy, the Cursed City box is enormous fun to paint. It is enormous fun to paint. It's a great box. Great, great box. Just a shame. I don't know if we ever will get a another what's name Warhammer quest, because after the rigmarole that was Cursed City last time, I don't know if they're going to be particularly keen to paint it, you know, to do it. Boop, 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 boop. I'm into it. Have you ever painted a Blood Bowl team? I haven't, the Damned City. What I do have is a Blood Bowl team. I have the Amazons to do. I just haven't had time to get around to them. A rumour has it there's going to be a follow-up to that rat video. The rumour mill is strong on that front. It's inaccurate, but it's the rumour mill is ever turning on that one. Quick question. Have you ever done a Contrast Plus video for Gryph-hounds? Not for Gryph-hounds specifically, but I have painted plenty of Gryph-hounds. So there's not Lord Terminus. There is the Gryph-hound that I did with the Lord Imperatant. There's the Gryph-hound that comes with some other things that I've also done. There's the one that comes in the Saviors of Cinderfall. And there's also the Stormstrike Paladors box, which also I did. Those are Gryph Chargers, but the logic still applies if you just do them to the Gryph-hounds. How bad is the Chaos Chariot to put together? Have heard bad things. Mostly it's okay. The biggest problem with it is the reins is what I found. The reins were quite hard to attach. But they were generally alright. Come on, Seraphim Sepia. Dry. Hello, Mr. Quatkin. How are you? I'd like to have a go at the new Blood Bowl box that they announced not too long ago. That would be fun. How bad is it to paint 15 horses with no mental break? It's actually been okay. Because I've had other things bubbling along in the background. So we've filmed our Paint or Play, Just Paint or Play Hellsmiths of Hashut video yesterday. So that's on the way. So yeah, it's been going okay. We're on to horse number 14, so it's alright. Thoughts on coming to Ardacon next year? Put me on the spot, Rich. I'm into it. I think I would need at least 2 weekends where you guys come to the new studio and you teach me how to play it. That might work. You haven't had a mental break in 5 years, so fair. Now that is true. We've been going flat out for a long time on this channel, and we shall continue to do so until we get to 100,000 subscribers. And then I shall give myself a little bit of time off. Hey, you'll like this one, Worst Painter here. This is the one that we finished already. Recognize him? There you go. This one is nearly dry, so we're just going to go for it. $100,000 days. We could go for 100,000 days, but that's that's like 32 years, isn't it? That would make me real sad. So, here's what we're doing. We're going to go for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 drops of Reichland Flesh Shade. And then we're going to go for 1 and 2 droplets of Lamian Medium. And that is what we're going to do. So, we then go, pow! So with all that Seraphim Sepia applied, what we're then going to do is we're going to take a roughly 2 parts Reichland Flesh Shade to 1 part Lamian Medium mix. And we're going to apply this over the top of all of the horse's skin, but not the horse's hair. Woo! A 100,000-minute live stream. Again? That's a very, 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 very long time. I'm trying to do the maths in my head. I'm not even sure how long that is in hours and days. What is that? Somebody do the maths for me. Because it would be... Obviously 60 minutes is an hour. 600 minutes is 10 hours. $69 days. There you go. I'm just going to assume that that maths is correct and not just amusing. Eventually I'll get around to doing the companion part of this video, which will be the Riders of Rohan and the Knights of Rohan as well. I best not dilly-dally on it too much, though, because you never know when they might just be like, hey, we've done them in new plastic! Way! Well... Plus we can do doubles before the main event, so you'll have some help for those. That would be nice. If we are going to do this thing, I am shotgunning Rohan. I will not be pipped at the post in that regard. If we go, oh, we'll do it, but I want to run Rohan, I'll be like, I'm not coming. It's not happening. I'm pretty close to being able to do Riders of Aemir. It's 700 points, isn't it, the event? At ArdaCon. Or is doubles like 350 points? In which case I will not be bringing a lot of models. Again, the only one I'm missing at the moment is old Deowine. I think that is the only model that I don't have. Because we've got Eowyn, Warriors of Rohan, Riders of Rohan. We haven't done the Woses of Druidan Forest either, but we have Royal Knights, we've done Theoden, we have Gamling and Hammer, we have Royal Guard on foot, we have Mounted Rohan Command, we have Eomer, he's already got a video, Elfhelm, already done, Theodred we've got, Defenders of Helm's Deep we haven't got, Daewine we haven't got, Rohan Commanders we don't need. Although we could get it just to complete the set. Yeah. 350 points each for doubles. Riders of Eomer list? Just Gandalf and Eomer? That'd be fun. I have a ton of Rohan models, but in my own head I don't have a Rohan army. Fair, fair. I've only finished 6 riders. I have 12 more in my possession and 9 Royal Guard on horse. So I've done 6. I've got 12 more I could build and paint. 6 are primed. 6 need to be built. There's 6 more horses. But I feel like this is going to kind of break the back of the army, is by having done 15 of the horses. Because I've built and primed 6 of the Royal Guard as well. I've got 3 more. The issue is part of me kind of just wants to get another 3, and the reason being is I want to have 6 with swords and 6 with spears. However, it's very rare that you're going to be able to run that because of the restriction on throwing weapons. So it's like, do I just build 6 with swords and 3 with 6 with swords and 3 with spears? Even though the throwing spears are really pretty useful, because a box of Riders of Rohan gives you 2 with spears, 2 with bows, 2 with hand weapons, but they all have bows technically. I mean, they do all have bows. So, but the bow limit, they don't count towards your bow limit when you run Riders of Theoden or Eomer, I think, or Ride Out, or maybe they do contribute to Ride Out, but I can't remember. Either way, I feel like 18 Riders of Rohan is a good chunk, and I could just do 12 Riders of Rohan for these horses and deal with Royal Knights later. I don't know. It's all kinds of debates going on. Where's my horse graphic? There it is. So we're on a palomino horse. So we can go for some white socks. And tail, maybe. That would be cool. Boom, 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 boom. Looks nice. I like it. It's nice. Hey, Mr. Warhipster, do you think we will see new Riders of Rohan Scots from GW anytime soon? I think the Warriors on foot look great and followed your tutorial to paint mine. Much appreciated. I would like to see it. I don't know if and when we will. It makes sense for it to happen because they've done the Warriors on foot, but this is Games Workshop we're talking about. Who knows? If there was going to be any of the sort of factions with multiple different legendary legions, as they're not called, but if any of them that it was going to be to have a full range of plastic, Rohan would be a really good, new plastic. Rohan would be a really good one to do. The rumour is that there's Warriors and Royal Knights, but again, we don't know. It could happen. There is all of next year and many years beyond to do it, I suppose. Boom, boom, boom. not dry. Just put my finger in a blob of Corax White. So we now need to thin down some more Corax White to give this horse some socks. Let's just do it. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. All right, here we go. And so with that all done, like we've done so many times before in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Corax White. I'm going to use this to give our horse some white socks. However, this one, we're going to go a little bit further up, closer towards the knee. Boom. Mini painting dad with the 5 gifted Warhipster memberships. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Have to be off now. Hope to join more Me Time Mondays going forward. Oh, that'd be awesome, Kurt. It was lovely to see you again. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Despite the impression that we give off as well, they're not all about MESBG. A lot of them are. Because I'm really enjoying MESBG at the moment, because it's rad. We're so nearly there. Any news on whether Guai here is back in stock? Anybody? Anybody have any insider knowledge? Any knowers? Any knowers in the chat? Alright. There's another done horse. Worst painter here with a $100 super chat. A timely bribe for you know what. I don't know what. Anyone have any idea where GW dropped Theodore without any warning? Not complaining, just weird. I've no idea. It's a very strange thing. It's very odd. What are we going to do for horse number 15? This is the final horse down. Maybe we want to go for something like... just your kind of standard bay. Maybe. Go for Garagak Sewer. We haven't done that yet. We've managed to get through an entire horse tutorial without any use of Garagak Sewer or Wildwood so far. Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Just don't know. I just don't know. A blue roan. We've done a blue roan. Still out of stock by the looks of it. It's for the Thrandaddy Best Boys. Oh, I know. That's very kind of you with another $100 super chat. Taking the #1 spot on the leaderboard straight away. It's a good point. They could sell both Battle for Edoras and a Battle Force with riders and different heroes. Would sell good, I think. I agree, Gregor. Had to bribe so to remind. Are you going to go to Ardacon, worst painter here? Next year. It's next August. Any tips for getting better at highlighting? Wash your brush quite frequently and don't try and do it all too much. Don't try and do it all at once. The other thing as well is to move your model around a lot more than you move your brush. Your brush stroke, you need to identify what your comfortable brush stroke is. So your brush stroke, if it's like this, for example, move your model to accommodate for that. Don't try and do edge highlighting in strange angles, or, you know, going into different hand movements that you're not used to. Because that can sometimes be the trap that people fall into, is that you sit there with your model like this, and you're trying to highlight this back leg, and you're trying to highlight under here, going like this. You don't want to do that. You want to move the model so it's around here, and it's like that. And then you want to highlight that way, like that. Once you know what your favoured brush stroke is, that's the best way of doing it. I doubt if I'll have a full army list for Ardacon next year. I doubt if I will. Well, I mean, I will at this rate, but it's still touch and go. You never know. I might run out of time between now and August to actually finish something off. Oh, what are we going to do? Garagak Sewer, maybe? Maybe Garagak Sewer. Feels like it should be in there. Probably should be in there. Let's do it. Let's just go for it. Let's just do it. This is a very old pot of Matt Garagak, so we are going to thin it down. Let's just get it on there. So we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 parts Garagak Sewer, and we'll go 1 and 2 pots of Lamia Medium, so it's a 2-to-1. Yeah, that's a nice colour. Alright, here we go. Filming. Here we go. Alright. So with that Corax white applied, we actually also applied some to the nose as well. But that's another horse into the done pile. So we come to our 15th horse, which is this individual. And the colour we're going to be using is a roughly 2 parts Garagak Sewer to 1 part Lamia Medium mix. We're going to be applying this over top of all of the horse's flesh. What's this horse called? Brian. This is probably actually closest to liver chestnut that we've talked about. Looking at it. Concentrating, concentrating. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Done. Oh, so close towards the end of this video. Not far now. Let's look at the picture of liver chestnut horses. Oh. It's that sort of... It's almost like an Agrax Earthshade for the tail. And a black for the hair. Oh no, just all brown. Cool. Makes sense to me. Probably going to put a shade over this. Maybe we just use Wildwood because we need to use it at some point. What light do you use? I use 2 Niwa panel lights. There's one up there and there's one up there. When we move into this new studio, I will hopefully have 2 more, and then we'll have 4. Because I want to have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make a really bright area. A nice wide area in which to paint as well. Dry. Maybe we use some Reichland Flesh Shade over this one as well. I think that would look quite nice. Yeah, that would look sick. Alright, I think I know the play here. I know what we're going to do. We're going to use Agrax Earthshade over the mane and the tail. But then we're going to wash both Agrax Earthshade and the Garagaxua with Reichland Fleshshade, and it'll look sick. Here we go. With that Garagaxua all applied, we then take some Agrax Earthshade. I'm going to apply this over top of the tail and the mane. And we're back. Bow, 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 bow. We're all good. Oh, so nearly there. I'm excited. Am I going to have an army for Ardacon next year? Well, it's in August. I think you, of all people, could paint that. Unless you're talking about Halls of Thranduil. In which case, I shall endeavour to definitely do it before August next year. Take ages to dry. Ah. Do you know what does look pretty cool? Is having this many horses all in one place. What do you think? See what I mean? Looks pretty cool. And we'll just throw a character in there just for good measure. Gandalf. I'm missing a horse. There it is. These are the ones that are in progress. Come on, dry. These all riders of Rohan and Royal Guard. They are. They are indeed. I'm coming dangerously close to changing my mind about Reichland Fleshshade and making it Seraphim Sepia. If you don't dry now... Dry. Because once the horse bodies are done, it's just a case of... It's the same thing across all of them. It's black on the hooves, brown on the saddles, green on the saddle blanket. The only slight change for these is because we've used a lot of brown for the horses, is that we'll do black for the tack, like the bridle and stuff instead. Yeah, it looks alright. Let's go for it. And so with that all done, we're then going to take some Reichland Fleshshade, and we're going to apply this over top of both the horse flesh and the tail and the mane. There we go. Ba, 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 ba. So I think what we'll do, once this is dry, is we will dry brush this horse rather than highlight it. And my instinct is to dry brush it with Mornfang Brown. That's where my instincts are telling me to go. Hello, Greery Hammer. Are your glasses new? They are fired. They are not. I've had these for a little while now. But thank you for noticing. And thank you for the compliment. Hello, Marley. I'm very well. How are you? Oh, I didn't update this from Mr. Mini, the Mini Painting Dad. That was really bad. I got lost in the horse. We're everywhere. That's the danger. You always get lost in the horse. Maybe it's Night Quest to Flesh that we're looking for here. Or dare I say it, Steel Legion Drab. Maybe it is Steel Legion Drab. Let's have a look. I think it is Steel Legion Drab, you know. It would certainly make for a really nice recipe, that's for sure. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Worst painter here with 20 gifted Warhipster membership to take us to our goal of 50 on the week. That is incredibly kind of you, buddy. You've already dropped 2 £100 super chats. 20 gifted Warhipster memberships from the worst painter here, who is not the worst painter here, he's a very good painter. Take Runelore Brass. Well, that's just silly, isn't it, Thomas? Which is not £100. Oh, $100. Did I say £100? $100 super chat. Sorry. I bet it was nice to see, Josh, that Man United can win when they have a whole extra player than the opponent. Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. It was nice to get a win. There's not going to be many of those this year by the looks of things. Which is sad. Oh, maybe it's Thondia Brown. Or it's Dryad Bark. Dryad Bark. Dryad Bark, you're the one. I think you're the one. I'd forgotten about Dryad Bark. It's very cold. No, it's not Dryad Bark. What about you, Catachan Flesh? Yeah, you're still not quite right either. Oh, no, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have a good idea. I have a really good idea. You're what I need. My Bard's family exists for the next time there's a fire. Throw them in and laugh. Oh man, that's dark. Oh, that's funny. So with that Reichland Flesh Shade all applied, what we're then going to do is we're going to take our DIY stippling brush and some Steel Legion Drab. And we're going to very gently stipple some Steel Legion Drab over the top of the flesh of the horse. And then we're going to do Karak stone. And with that Steel Legion drab dry brushing, well, start that again. With that Steel Legion dry, and so with that Steel Legion drab stippling all done, what we're then going to do is we're going to take some Karak stone. We're going to do the same thing over the top. We're just going to go a little bit lighter. Just like this sort of thing. It's been a while since I've had a vocal slip like that. Perfect. Done. We did it. We did it. He is human after all. Yeah, no, it happens. Yeah, that looks nice. So now what we've got is two different types of dappled horses. We've got this one, for example. Is this the brown one? And then we also did this one as well. Looking great. I'm very pleased. Well, chat, we did it. 15 horses. All that's left to do is their saddles and stuff, which I won't film because we've done it already in the video. We did it in the first 5. So that's it. 15 horses. All done. And here's the 5. And as mentioned, right, so there's 5 over Wraithbone, which are these 5 here. We have 5 over White Scar, which are these 5 here. And we have 5 over Grey Seer, which are these 5 here. However, that does not mean that they are locked into those primers. So you could, for example, do any of these 5 Wraithbone ones over the top of any of these 5 White Scar ones, and so on and so forth. So you could do all the Grey Seer recipes over anything that you like. The other purpose of this was to show that you can get some really interesting different schemes literally just from different primers. The color palette that we used isn't actually that wide to paint up 15 different horses, but 15 different horses we have. So there you go. How would you go about weathering a black tank? The same way I did it in the Fellblade video that we just did. It's in there. What's with the horses, you in Miniatures Realm doing a horse tutorial on the same day? I don't know. If I zoom out a little bit, there's our 15 horses. So, left to add to this as actual videos, we have Legolas on horse. He's going to go there. We have Gamling on horse. He's going to go there. We have Aragorn on horse. He's going to go just there. Like that. We also have Elfhelm on horse. Let's pop him just there. We also have Games Workshop sent me early to build up and paint. We have Prince Theodred as well. You can go there. We have Eowyn and Merry. Pop them there. Already available on the channel. Theoden, King of Rohan. Coming very soon to the channel. Gandalf the White. Oh, he's buried right in there. Hang on. AMR. That's a lot you're doing this week. Oh, I'm not doing all of this week. I'd love to, but I've got other stuff I need to do this week. Should really be Gimli and Legolas on horse. Not for ride out, Alaric. Gimli famously didn't ride out. Hammer and Haleth are also here, but they're round the corner. As is Hera, daughter of Helm. But they're far away and I don't want to get up. But we do have Gimli and Legolas on horse. In order to use that one, though, I think what we need is Theoden in his pyjamas so we can do Warg attack. But yeah, as you can see, we're just at the beginning of our MESBG journey, really. There's a lot to go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is 10 to 8, which means we've gone over by a significant amount of time. That's what we like to do. But I was showing off, so you know, I like to show off. Anyway, we will be back live on Wednesday. I don't know if we're going to go live on Friday. We might do. It is my birthday on Friday, so we might go live on Friday, but we also might not. We might just celebrate my birthday on Wednesday, which is 2 days early, but you know, is what it is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and I hope you're looking forward to seeing a lot of horses in the future. It's gonna be on the way. It's gonna be on the way very soon. But yeah. Hope you had a good one, and I will see you on Wednesday. If not, you will also see Contrast Plus How to Paint the Tormentor Bombard this week. It's either going to be tomorrow or Thursday. And also Contrast Plus How to Paint Gandalf the White. Sorry for being late, Mr. Josh. Been doing interview prep. That's okay, Captain Merrings. That's more important than watching my live stream. You need to be ready for your interviews. That's what you need to do. It's what you need to focus on, my friend. But yes, either way. Tons of content on the way, as always. But if I don't speak to you on Wednesday, or possibly Friday, depending on how I feel, I will see you all when I see you. So, here is the hand of farewell, and I will see you all in the next one, if I do. Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.